Hi there, I'm Rosie, and welcome to Integrated Supplier Management with QAD ERP. I'm here to share with you how you can reduce your material costs, reduce risk in your supply chain, and ensure compliance with QAD's Supplier Relationship Management. An independent study conducted by a research group at a university in Germany found that by leveraging the tools an SRM system provides, businesses are able to reduce process cost and unit price by double-digit percentages. More exactly, their findings were reduced process costs of 14% and reduced unit prices by up to 10.6%. With this level of savings, SRM has become notorious for its rapid return on investment, and that's why it's so popular with many of the world's leading manufacturers. QAD's SRM consists of 3 modules. These are supplier management for reducing your risk, supplier sourcing for driving down your unit and process cost, and supplier collaboration for ensuring compliance throughout your supply chain. Let's start with supplier management. When accessing SRM on any web browsing device, you will be taken to your home screen, which is highly customizable to display your current work tasks and information about your supplier base. But let's jump straight into how you can manage your supplier network. On the list of supplier screen, you will find a wealth of information regarding your current and prospective suppliers. Apart from the core information, such as location and name, SRM provides you with highly visual metrics, so at a glance you are able to choose the correct suppliers that meet your company's principles or act upon suppliers who may be lagging behind. The metrics shown in the colored circles are environmental, financial, operational health and safety, quality management, compliance, and corporate social responsibility. Let's select a single supplier from the list and deep dive into your company's relationship with them. Clicking on a supplier will bring up their record, which contains comprehensive information about them, divided into categories that you can see along the left-hand side of the screen. The Overview tab contains in-depth data about your supplier, including contact information, their competitors, and most importantly, their overall supplier evaluation. The breakdown of this evaluation is available to you at the click of a button. Here, you will also see the color-coded fields. However, there is much more detail. You may be wondering, where does this information come from? Well, SRM automatically pulls data from renowned third-party sites such as Dun & Bradstreet, Risk Methods, and EcoVadis. This is supplemented from supplier self-assessments that they fill in through your online portal. But what about supplier performance regarding actual delivery? For this, you have the Suppliers Rating tab, which shows you this information in monthly buckets, either through raw data in a table or in a bar chart, so you can see the trends of supply performance over time. Reducing risk within your supply chain is always a priority. The Relations tab maps out who your suppliers are, their subsidiaries, who they are supplying, and who is supplying them. This enables you to identify weaknesses within your supply chain and act accordingly. The final tab I wish to show you is called Events, which shows all commercial activities you conduct with the supplier, such as requests for quotations. On the subject of requests for quotations, let's take a look into all of the supplier sourcing activities that you can complete using QAD. Requests for quotations are the mainstay of procurement operations within a business. Many manufacturers rely upon the burdenous task of maintaining document templates locally and adapting them to each new scenario before sending them out via email. SRM's RFQ Wizard allows you to reuse your existing templates and create, adapt, and release a new RFQ easier than ever before. Let's open an existing RFQ and easily monitor its progress. In the Participants tab, there is a great feature called the checklist, which shows the activity of all of your invited suppliers against certain milestones. Another great feature is the Messages tab. Oftentimes in fast-paced dynamic work environments, correspondence with suppliers can fall within the inboxes of multiple people. This can cause issues such as the miscommunication of the latest updates and can result in the duplication of emails and phone calls to obtain the same information. Within QAD's SRM, all of this information and all correspondence between you and your suppliers is kept within a single repository that anyone with permission can access. As quotes come in, you can review them individually here. However, SRM also automatically compares each quote you receive to one another, enabling you to make the best decision on the most competitive offer. So no longer do you have to create spreadsheets and extract data from every single RFQ that comes your way. This frees up resource to invite tens of suppliers to the RFQ process instead of the standard 3. More suppliers means more competition, which means a better chance of getting that great offer. It is important to note that the RFQ process within SRM is not only suitable for production materials, it is also great for services and many more. Direct and indirect. Effective communication with your suppliers is a necessity, especially when it comes to managing compliance within your supply chain. This is why SRM empowers you with the collaboration module. With collaboration, you are able to define workflows with your suppliers to ensure that even the most complex processes are followed correctly each and every time. Within these workflows are actions for your suppliers to complete by accessing a limited version of your online SRM portal. Examples of these actions would be uploading ISO certificates, submitting quotations, and completing self-assessment forms that you've sent them for their evaluation. These self-assessment forms take the form of fully customizable questionnaires. Assigning a weighting to each question the suppliers fill in, you are able to gain an accurate insight into the suitability of your working relationship with them and ensure compliance. In summary, with the effective tools of supplier management, sourcing, and collaboration that QAD's SRM has to offer, you will have greater control and visibility over all of your procurement operations. This has been proven to save manufacturers over 10% on their material cost and reduce risk within their supply chain. And this could easily also be you. Thank you for listening.